Hello and good day everyone. Welcome to Deped Hour Tele-turuan. I am Shayne Dionisio from Cesar E. Vergara Memorial High School, your teacher presenter of the most essential learning competency for Week 6 English 10. Before we begin, let me ask you, have you ever been asked to introduce yourself on the first day of school? Or have you ever delivered an oral report to your class? I believe your answer is yes. But how was your experience in doing so? Was it a piece of a cake? Or did you ever had butterflies in your stomach? Actually, speaking in front of an audience can be an intimidating task. It usually takes a lot of courage or experience before one can render talks or deliver speeches without feeling uncomfortable and conscious about a lot of things. Here's a little trivia for you. Do you know that the fear of speaking in public is called glossophobia? And of all phobias out there, it is considered the highest. It affects 3 out of 4 people, or 75% of individuals suffer from speech anxiety. Are you one of them? Well, let me help you overcome such difficulty. This lesson focuses on understanding techniques which may be employed in various forms of public speaking. Let's get started. Public speaking means to deliver or communicate purposeful information in front of a live audience, usually done in a formal setting or as part of a formal event. It can cover a variety of topics, and the goal is to educate, to entertain, or to influence the listeners. Public speaking can be in 2 basic forms, such as prepared speech and impromptu speech. In prepared speech, the speaker is given time to prepare, while in an impromptu, the speech is delivered with little or no preparation at all. In other words, prepared speech is rehearsed, while impromptu speech is done on the spot. For example, speaking before thousands of graduating students fall under prepared speech category, while impromptu speech occurs during ambush interview and other gatherings where people are asked to speak on the spur of the moment. Do you know that once you develop the skill in public speaking, it will help you boost your confidence, develop critical thinking, improve communication skills, make social connections, and even advance in your career? But still, the question boils down to how to overcome stage fright and transform from this to this. Well, let's get to know some of the effective techniques in public speaking that you may use. First on the list, know your purpose. Knowing where to focus your discussion may be as basic as to inform, persuade, or inspire. When you are certain about what you would want to speak about from the very beginning, you will most likely be able to avoid being sidetracked or confusing your audience with lengthy discussions that lead nowhere. Number 2, be familiar with your topic. The best way to do this is to research. When you are sure of every piece of information you are presenting, you will be more confident. Number 3, consider your audience. It is essential to be sure of the kind of people who you will be speaking to. Knowing your audience will help you plan the appropriate content, language, and techniques to use. Remember, you cannot address a group of high school students the way you would address a crowd of professionals. Number 4, plan ahead of time. Cramming will reflect in the way you speak and behave in front of an audience. This is something any speaker would not want to happen. That is why planning is a key to a successful speaking engagement. Number 5, use nonverbal cues. Gestures must be natural, purposeful, and not distracting. Nonverbal cues include eye contact, body movements, facial expressions, posture, and even the tone of your voice. These cues must help you convey ideas more clearly. Number 6, remain calm. Whether you are delivering a prepared or an impromptu speech, maintaining composure can always be an issue. Taking deep breaths and having a focused mindset can do the magic of staying relaxed. The weeks of planning and preparation may be put to waste if you keep on showing unnecessary movements as a sign of nervousness. We are halfway already. Are you still with me? That's great. Let us proceed. 7th technique is practice. Through constant practice, one may be able to identify areas that can be improved. Practice is a major component of planning if you want to be a good and compelling speaker. Number 8, watch your words. One's choice of words greatly affects how the audience perceives the speech. One must be careful enough not to use words that might put his or her reliability and reputation into jeopardy. Number 9, speak with clarity. Ensure that the ideas in the speech are clearly conveyed. Therefore, one should observe proper pronunciation, stress, intonation, juncture, diction, tone, and pacing when delivering a speech. Number 10, know the essential etiquettes. As a public speaker, one should know the different do's and don'ts when speaking before an audience. As much as possible, eliminate visual and vocal impediments. Number 11, use visuals when necessary. Visual aids should not overpower the speech or distract the audience. When possible and appropriate, visuals like PowerPoint slides and other illustrations can help support the speech being delivered. Number 12, dress comfortably but appropriately. Dress professionally to make a good impression. Make sure to observe good grooming and hygiene rules too. A speaker, however, should dress in a way that exudes respect and formality. And we are down to our last consideration in public speaking, which is be open to questions and comments. Always bear in mind that you cannot please everybody. It is essential to be open to questions, comments, and even criticisms. These things can be used as considerations on how one can improve or continuously refine his or her style and craft. And that's it, the 13 considerations or techniques in public speaking. Did you find these tips helpful? I hope they work for you when you are to communicate information in front of a live audience. Now, let's have a short comprehension check about our topic. Examine the following ideas and determine if they should be followed when asked to speak in public. Tell me if you agree or disagree with the statements. Couple your answer with a thumbs up or thumbs down. Number 1, gather enough information about your topic and make an outline to make sure you do not miss out any important detail in your speech. You got it! It's a thumbs up! Researching and planning your speech are the key to any successful speaking engagement. Number 2, memorize your speech word by word and talk fast so you can finish your speech early. That's a thumbs down. Your audience would like it better if you deliver your speech naturally and at the right pace. Number 3, while practicing is important, remember to act and sound naturally. Great! It's a thumbs up. Eliminate both visual and vocal impediments. Number 4, mind the language of your speech. You're right! It's a thumbs up. You have to be extra careful with your choice of words. Number 5, avoid looking at your audience. Look somewhere without distractions. It's a thumbs down. Eye contact is important in maintaining confidence and establishing sincerity. Number 6, let your face do all the communicating. Audience members depend upon your facial expressions to augment meaning. That's another thumbs down. Nonverbal cues should be purposeful and not overdone. Number 7, observe too whether the facial expressions of your listeners indicate they do or do not understand what you are saying. Excellent! It deserves a thumbs up. You must also show your audience that you care about them. Number 8, energize your PowerPoint presentations by adding a lot of special effects and transitions. Thumbs down. That isn't necessary. Your presentation should not overpower your speech. Number 9, dress in a way that exudes respect and formality. Thumbs up for that. You can dress comfortably but appropriately. Number 10, impromptu speech should not be taken seriously since they are done on the spot. It's definitely a thumbs down. Impromptu speech is equally important as prepared speech. That's all for our lesson for today. Were you able to find the right techniques in public speaking? Great job! I knew you could do it. I hope you learned a lot today. Stay tuned to Dapat Our tele-turuan for more learning experiences at the comfort of your home. Again, this is Teacher Shayne reminding you to always have fun and make sure to learn something each day. Goodbye!